guys, welcome back to my channel. We are going to work on the Lorax nails that you just saw. Next week is Dr. Seuss's birthday. His birthday is on March 2nd. And my school is having a literacy week where we're going to celebrate all Dr. Seuss and reading. So I thought I would go along with that and celebrate on my nails. So I have first started off with a base coat. I've used my favorite base coat. It's called Orly Bonder. And I'm going to start in on my base colors. All right. I have one coat of this blue color from KleanColor, and it's called Beach Blue. And I have one coat on all of my fingers, including my thumb. All right, so I have just put down a little bit of that Groovey green color from ColorMates onto a piece of plastic, and I'm going to try to put this over to the side. I have just a regular cosmetic wedge that I'm going to start at the little end, and I'm just going to use my tweezers and pull off just a little chunk. And I want to use the side that is more rough and not the smooth side that you can see there. So I'm going to just take my polish and kind of dab some off. We're going to make the ground for the truffula trees to sit on. So that didn't have very good coverage, but I'm going to wait until it dries a little bit. If I go back in with another coat now, it's just going to pull up the polish that's already on that finger. So I'm going to move on to this one. In with that Groovey green color just to cap the tips on this, because I really want this to last the week. And if I cap the tips, then hopefully that will help with the tip wear and chipping later. All right, I'm going to go in with this Salon Perfect color, and it is called Sugar Cube. And we're going to do that same technique with the makeup sponge and the dotting. Okay, so now I have my clouds done. The background's pretty much finished. I'm going to come in with my favorite top coat, which is Oh So Wet, and I picked this up at Sally's. The next step for the truffula trees and the Lorax himself, I'm going to do with acrylic paint. So I'm going to apply this top coat over the entire nail. Make sure to cap the tip. That way, when I go in with the acrylic paint, if I make a mistake, I can use some alcohol or even a little water to take it off. All right, I have allowed that top coat to dry thoroughly, and we're going to start on the ring finger with the Lorax. I'm going to use some acrylic paint. I got this a while ago. If I can find a link to it online, I will post it. Just a dab here on the plastic. I'm going to take this fine brush. That's the name of it. I don't know where I got this. I've had it for a while for crafting. And I took just a pair of small scissors and snipped around so there aren't many bristles left on it. And I'm going to use that to help me paint the Lorax. I also have a spray bottle here of just regular water to help thin down the paint. I'm going to try to keep this in frame as much as possible. But it is a little bit harder for me when I'm trying to keep it in view of the camera, but also so that I can see what I'm doing as well. Wet n Wild, little remover got on there. This is Wet n Wild Black Creme. I'm going to use this for the words. And I'm going to write, I speak for the trees. And because I'm using polish here, I prefer polish over acrylic paint. I'm going to dip my brush into some acetone and really thin this down. So that way I can get nice thin letters. So I have the words barely fit on there. The trees I should have moved over, but at this point in my life, I just want to move on with this manicure. I have the Lorax's body. I'm waiting for it to just dry a little bit more so I can add his mustache and features. I'm going to go through and outline everything and then I'll meet you back. All right, I have finished outlining the Lorax. Gave him some eyes and a nose. Added just a few little random black lines to give him some detail. Now I'm going in on the pinky, the pointer, and the thumb for the Truffula trees. I started the Truffula trees on this hand, and I am super excited about how these turned out. I think they're so cute. I'm a little bummed out that the black wasn't dry enough apparently and it smeared it, but there it is. And I'm going to just do the Lorax face like zoomed in on my ring finger. And I have the rock that says unless there on my thumb. But we're going to start with the Truffula trees over here. I have just a piece of plastic. This is what I used to for my other hand. So I'm going to just keep piling it up on this piece of plastic. And we'll get started. The yellow I'm using for the Truffula tree trunks is the Sally Hansen Extreme Wear, and it is called Mellow Yellow. I'm going to be using that same black cream from Wet n Wild for the details and the little lines on the trunk. And the different fluff colors, I think I'm going to use this pink from Sinful Colors, and it is called 24/7. And I think this dark purple, you can see it a little better in real life. It's not as dark. The camera's kind of showing it off as darker than it is. But I think I'm not a fan of this dark purple, so I think I'm going to stick to the lighter purple, which is right here, and it is called Pure Ice, and it is Grape Crush. Start with the Truffula tree trunks. And do that same thing to my pinky and my thumb, and I will meet you back. All right, I have my pointer, my pinky, and my thumb done. That darker pink we see on the thumb was this FingerPaints color, and it is called Minimalistic Mauve. Now I'm going to go in to give more detail to the trees with some black. The tree trunks detail, all you need to do is just short little lines, and these don't have to even be perfect. That is good for me. All right, there's the detail put into the Truffula trees on all of my fingers. It's now time to top coat. I'm going to use Oh So Wet, float it over, so I'm going to let it kind of drip down. And I'm just going to do 3 swipes, cap the tip, And that way I am trying to prevent it from smearing my design. So I'm going to go down the middle, down the side, and down the side. Cap the tip. I love when I use acrylic paint and then I put the top coat on and it just smooths everything out. Looks so cute. Here is what I came up with for my right hand. Since I am right-handed, it's easier to do. I didn't think I could do the Lorax this small on my right hand, so I just used some orange and the same yellows and gave him some big bushy eyebrows and some eyeballs and his little mustache down there. So here is the final look. I think it turned out really cute. I'm excited to go back to school and show my little kids. I think they're gonna be just very excited to see these. Here's my right hand. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed painting them. If you haven't yet and you'd like to, please subscribe, comment, and like the video for more. See you at the next one. Bye.